So like I and a lot of other people have been saying, Star Wars has been looking like it's going in the right direction. Star Wars has been looking like it's going on an uptrend when it comes to the content they're actually creating, especially when it comes to the content that Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are creating. Obviously, it seems like at this point they can't miss, and it looks like the Book of Boba Fett is getting some positive news as we're getting closer to the show. I haven't been too excited for the Book of Boba Fett, but let me know in the comments how excited you are for the Book of Boba Fett, because I haven't been too excited for it. But as we get more and more news, as Robert Rodriguez comes out and talks more and more about the show, I am getting a lot more excited, and it looks like the show is going to be pretty good. But when it comes to the other things regarding Star Wars, when it comes to pretty much anything that Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni don't have a say in, they can't get anything right, and this Galactic Starcruiser disaster continues to get worse and worse. Somehow the situation keeps getting worse and worse, and Kathleen Kennedy, Disney, Star Wars, Lucasfilm, and the Imagineers are all at fault, and they all are making this situation worse as time goes on. This article from Inside the Magic is actually an article that cites Drunk 3PO as a source. I did watch his video, and it seems like this stuff is true. He said that he got some information from an insider talking about the Galactic Starcruiser. If you haven't seen that video, definitely go check that video out. It's a really good video. But this article says Disney execs reportedly aware Star Wars fans are crying out in horror. And this goes exactly with the article that I talked about the other day, the article that claims that they have some insider info that they're actually shutting down the Galactic Starcruiser to make some changes. They're actually stopping reservations from being made. They're canceling other reservations in certain months as well. And apparently there is a deadline that they're cutting reservations off so that they can make a lot of changes when it comes to the Galactic Starcruiser. I believe it. I think that's probably true, and I think that's probably their best course of action at this point. I don't know where else they could possibly go with the Galactic Starcruiser without just shutting it down. You have to, because it's so horrible, and they've been building it. They've been planning it. They've been building it for so long. You have to just shut it down for 6-8 months, maybe even an entire year, and just remodel the whole thing. You know, just change the aesthetics of the whole thing. Change the actors and how they look. Just change everything about the look of it and the feel of it. You don't have to actually remodel. Don't tear the entire thing down. Just change what the look, what the aesthetic, and what the feel looks like when it comes to the Galactic Starcruiser, and you will be well on your way to making a much better hotel than you have right now. No doubt about it, because I think that's most people's main problem with this hotel is the way it looks. Just look at this bridge. It doesn't look like Star Wars at all. The only thing that looks like Star Wars in this entire picture is what's outside of the window. That's pretty cool. You know, what's going on outside of the window. I don't know if that stuff is actually moving, but if all of that is moving and there's kind of a battle going on outside of the window, if that's the case, I don't know if it's actually a battle or if it's just a bunch of ships just chilling, but if there's a battle going on outside of the window while you're in the bridge, don't change that. Leave that how it is. That would be super cool. Just change the way the inside of the bridge looks, because this is awful, man. It doesn't get much worse. Everyone agrees that anyone who has seen Star Wars agrees that this is just awful. Like, I don't know how you can plan a Star Wars hotel since 2016 and create it and make it, and you're proud of this, so proud of this, that you actually post a trailer showing this. You post multiple videos showing this bridge for the Galactic Starcruiser. That is so sad, and they're showing us the best that they got. You know, they always put in those trailers the best that they got. They want you to make those reservations. This is the best they got, man. That's really sad. But we also have the New York Post. It's not just, you know, the nerdy websites. It's not just Inside the Magic or, you know, Pirates and Princesses talking about this. The New York Post is also posting articles on this. Disney removes video for pricey Star Wars hotel amid fan backlash. Of course they did. They have no choice, you know, and they tried to do it in secret. They tried to do it in private or without anyone noticing that they removed the video from everything. They removed it from Twitter, from all social media, from YouTube, everything they removed it from, and they tried to do it without anyone noticing. But of course, Star Wars fans, they never miss anything, you know. Star Wars fans will always pick up on any little thing that happens, especially when it comes to Disney Star Wars now, because of how annoyed and how mad and how just frustrated we are with the whole thing, you know, with the sequel trilogy starting it all, and now we have stuff like this happening every once in a while. Like I said, it does still seem like Star Wars is starting to go in the right direction, because they're giving Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni a lot of power, if not all the power, when it comes to the movies and television. But still, when it comes to stuff outside of the movies and television, they just can't get it right, man. For some reason, Disney just cannot understand how to make good Star Wars content. It's mind-blowing to me. I don't understand how it's so hard to just make something feel like Star Wars, because in my eyes, and I think probably everyone watching this video's eyes, it wouldn't be that hard. You know, we just look at this bridge and we can just immediately know what changes to make. You have to change this entire thing, and I think all of us can make it look like Star Wars pretty easily, but for some reason it's extremely hard for these people at Disney to make it look like Star Wars. Then we have this video that I'm not going to play the audio for because I don't want to get, you know, struck, but let's check out this lightsaber training. Apparently this was supposed to be a big part of this hotel, and this is the lightsaber training where you literally can fall asleep and do this. This isn't training at all. This would be training if you're 90 years old and can barely move. That's the only way that this is training. And this guy's acting like he's all into it and stuff, like you have to focus super hard to do it. You don't have to focus for this. This is so stupid. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Should have just made a VR. Luke literally wears a helmet while he does lightsaber training. That's 100% true. We could have actually put on a helmet similar to Luke's and done lightsaber training in VR. It's right there, man. And that would take way less effort, I think, than trying to do what they were originally trying to do with the lightsaber training. It would take way less technology, way less innovation to just make it in VR. Just do the VR thing, man. That's where you need to go with that. But also, let's check in on the reservations that are being canceled and also being made. If you don't know, March, April, and May were completely filled up before that trailer came out. As you can see, a lot of cancellations when it comes to March, April, and May. If we go over to June, that was also full, and now they have a lot of cancellations there as well. Also, May and June, I'm not sure if they were completely full, but they were definitely more full than they are now. July is completely wide open, and then after July is also just completely wide open until you get to September, where there's a couple days booked right here. For some reason, I'm not sure if that's a holiday, but there are a couple days booked in September. After that, it's completely wide open. As I was saying though, July was pretty booked, as well as June. I think personally, and what I've heard and what that article that I read in the other video said, is that July is so wide open now after it was pretty booked up, is because they're setting that deadline that I said to shut down reservations and to remodel the entire hotel. I think they're setting that deadline for July, and they're going to stop all reservations from being made in July. They're going to cancel all reservations that were made for July and say that's where we're going to stop all the reservations. That's where we're going to reevaluate everything that's going on with the hotel and go ahead and remodel the entire thing for everyone to actually enjoy this hotel that's a Star Wars fan, instead of just having people who don't know anything about Star Wars go stay there, because anyone who knows anything about Star Wars and does any research on this hotel would never want to stay there. I don't want to stay there. I don't even know if any non-Star Wars fan would want to stay here, because it's just not that attractive to me. It's not, I wouldn't even go for free. I'll be honest. Even if they gave me a free ticket, I'm not going to stay there. It just really doesn't look like fun at all in any way. I just don't want to be there. I would rather stay at a different hotel. They have much nicer hotels there. I know it's supposed to be a 2-day experience more than it is a hotel, but it is what it is. I'm still not staying there. I still don't want this experience because it just doesn't look like any fun to me at all. You know, the main thing that I heard them say in that original trailer that they deleted was that there was going to be lightsaber training. And whenever I heard that, I was like, okay, that could actually, you know, make my excitement level for this go up a little bit, even though the rest of this looks absolutely horrible. And then I saw the lightsaber training, and this looks even worse than I could ever imagine. I cannot believe Disney made lightsaber training and it's this bad. And it took them from 2016 to 2021 to release lightsaber training that's this bad. And we don't even get to see or use the retractable lightsaber that they advertised as they were going to sell it. They're not even going to let us use that. The only way you can actually use that is if you become an actor for Disney. That's the only way you can actually touch one of those lightsabers. That's pretty sad. That's pretty frustrating. Just like the rest of this entire story. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about the Galactic Starcruiser and all the cancellations that are happening. And do you think that they're actually shutting down the reservations when it comes to July like I do, and like some other articles are saying as well? Let me know what you think about the whole situation. Go subscribe to my second channel. The link to that will be in the description. I'll be doing most of my live streams over there from now on, and also posting a lot of shorts and stuff like that. Please leave a like on the video, and I hope to see you on the next one.